think you need to have certain points in your career where you actually take big jumps. You need to kind of leapfrog the system. So, I'll tell you a story. A very good friend of mine had her own consulting firm for 8 years. And she came across a situation in her life where she decided it was time for her to go in-house at a consulting firm. And so she was negotiating her salary to go in-house at a major consulting firm, who will remain nameless for the purposes of this interview. And they said, what are you thinking of in terms of salary? And she said, well, this was my hourly rate. You come up with a number for me. And they said, okay. And then they forced her to fill out the online form. And she put in about 30% more than she thought they would come back with based on her rate. And when they came back with the salary, they said, this is the best we can do. And it was pretty close to that 30% higher than what she thought they would come back with number. And they said, what do you think? This is a pretty good number. And she said, I'm not ready to react yet, but I've been reading a lot in the paper about the wage gap, and I'm coming in at a director level, one level below managing director. There aren't that many female directors in this practice. And I need you to do one thing for me. I just needed to check and make sure that I'm making as much or more as my male peers. And the woman said, that's interesting. Nobody's asked me to do that before, but okay, yeah, I'll do that. 24 hours go by, 36 hours go by, my friend starts freaking out. They finally call her back, and guess what they did? They raised her offer, 10%. So you think what a director, meaning a director one level below managing director, is making at a major consulting firm? $300K, $400K, 10%, she's in her 40s. That's a couple $1 million at retirement right there that she wouldn't have gotten had she not asked them to check gender parity. And in my book, if they're not doing it, the vast majority of companies aren't doing it. And that was a leapfrog moment for her.